Every single night since the day before the press conference, I've had demonic dreams. These demons surround me and they try to fight me and provoke me to anger.
Everyone was on the John Silva train. We all love John Silva. He was hyped, and he's still hyped. But that press conference changed everything. Immediately, there was division between these two characters. I've never seen a strategy like this before. He's throwing demons into the mix. But I believe it's just anxiety, Bryce. It's a combination of two things. One, it's the fact that you put out that podcast, and you've never experienced that much hate at once before. And then two, you've got the press conference where everyone's continuing to boo you and John Silva's really getting in your head, dude. So metaphorically speaking, yes, you could say it is demons or it's the CTE. I still like Bryce. He's a good guy. He means well. He said some shit. Now he's just like extra really religious. And I think because he has taken that route, that means the majority of people are going to be on his side. And as much as I love the Fighting Nerds as a whole, I love John Silva specifically. You reach a point in the UFC where it's that one fight that puts you over the top and it's like, okay, now he's known. And that last fight was the fight that John Silva had that put him over the edge. After he did that, it aligned at the same time that Bryce did all his shit. So of course it makes sense to match them together. So these are two likable characters, or at least they were liked. John Silva's very liked, but then Bryce Mitchell was always liked until that podcast. So that brought him back down. So it's like now John Silva's the good guy and Bryce Mitchell's the bad guy. Then you clash them together. Okay, then you have the press conference. But then look what happens. During the press conference, John Silva knows that he's really, really liked. Loved. So John Silva rises up and uses that against Bryce. He does it a little too aggressively. And he becomes cocky. Very, like, too much cocky. And Bryce is just trying to speak his mind. John Silva's such a fucking cocky little asshole and annoying. He was being really annoying over the top. That now made Bryce the likable guy. And it happened almost immediately. The switch happened almost immediately. It's just one of the many things that makes this fight so goddamn exciting. Mitchell is hated. Now he's the good guy. And John Silva is the bad guy. Bryce is comparing John Silva to like a demon, saying he is a demon. It could have been anyone fighting John Silva. If there was anyone in the UFC that you could compare to a demon, it would be John Silva.
E depois a comemoração que eu não entendi.
Lorde Assassino Silva!
Watch this full episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast by clicking the link in bio.